episode is brought to you by NMN Pure H+, a powerful anti-aging and DNA repair natural supplement from our human and canine product lines. Aging is a natural, inevitable process in our lives. However, there is a difference between being able to enjoy life to the fullest as we and our dogs age and having our physical and mental performance impacted by issues such as lack of mobility, muscle and joint inflammation, chronic disease, depression, and memory loss. I've always been interested in finding out how people can get to experience healthy and pain-free old age alongside their dogs. I first learned about the benefits of NMN, or nicotinamide mononucleotide, in slowing down the aging process while reading Lifespan, an insightful book on longevity written by Harvard professor David Sinclair. NMN is essential in helping us stay healthy and live longer for two reasons. One, it boosts the mitochondria's, which is our cell energy factory, ability to power our cells' biochemical reactions, and second, it increases the production of certain enzymes, also called longevity proteins, which improves DNA repair and reduces the risks of cancer. Within our cells, NMN is transformed into NAD, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which is the primary energy source for our body cell. NAD gets depleted by 50% by the time we reach our 40s and our dogs reach middle age. That's when we begin to see the full impact of aging on our bodies. We feel tired, we see our dogs being tired, we get forgetful, and things start cracking and hurting, which stops us from enjoying the activities we used to do and love doing. And the same happens for our dogs. NMN Pure H+ is the result of having experienced first-rate the health benefits of M&M, but also the challenge of finding reliable, high-grade M&M products on the market. M&M Pure H+ is made from high-quality ingredients, triple-tested for purity, heavy metals, and nutritional value. Our products come in eco-friendly glass jars that are safe both for you, your dog, and the planet. What changes have I noticed in my body since taking NMN? My memory and focus have improved, and I rarely feel stiff or achy in my muscles. I feel more energized throughout the day and during workouts, and I've seen the same in our clinical trial with dogs. And the result I've got well into my 50s have inspired my family and friends to take M&M as well. If you're over 40 or your dog over 5 years, check out M&M Pure H+ at peterdobias.com. Again, the website is peterdobias.com, and see the difference for yourself. Hello, my dog lovers. I'm Dr. Peter Tobias, and you're listening to Not Just About Dogs. Today, I'd like to talk about couple of topics. One is on the topic of toxic positivity, and the other one is on the topic of aging, wrinkles, and inner beauty. Recently, I came across a refreshingly honest interview with Whitney Goodman, the psychologist who coined the term toxic positivity. And over the years, I read countless of books, courses, and I've been to retreats that have focused on creating a happy life. Courses and retreats have had similar message. They often say that being optimistic no matter what will result in a favorable outcome. In the past, I have said that there is a silver lining to every life challenge, but this doesn't mean we must be optimistic about every life event. When people see others or their dogs facing disease, bad luck, or tragedy, I hear them often saying something like, just be positive and it'll be fine, or don't be sad, it will be all right. But this societal norm of positivity is not always helpful. For example, when your dog faces a terminal disease, or when someone from the family is ill or something really bad happened, it's normal and okay to feel sad and heartbroken. And telling them not to be sad makes the situation even worse. Or if someone's house burns down, feeling positive and not distressed would be a tall order. So acknowledging and validating the other person's feelings is more likely to be helpful. For example, saying something like, "I understand how you feel. It makes sense that you're sad. What can I do for you?" Or, "Let's hang out tonight, go for dinner or a weekend getaway to help you feel better." Sometimes flowers or a little treat or chocolate may work better than words. Go with what feels right, but don't try to convince people not to be sad when it's actually all right or appropriate to be sad. We all do that once in a while, and I am probably guilty of that, at least in the past. But thinking of toxic positivity, it is very common and it is not helpful. Now, we all want to have someone to support us. We want people to be there for us, and we want to be there for other people. It gives us strength, it gives us energy, and it's also more sincere and comforting to say, "I will support you, I'll be there for you." So when it comes to toxic positivity, saying that everything will be fine, or "I am sure that the outcome of a problem will be okay," or "I'm sure that you will beat the cancer," is called toxic positivity because it's not genuine and it's also not realistic. Positive thinking and doing our very best are important, and dealing with life challenges with positive mindset is super helpful. But it can also lead to feelings of inadequacy, despair, and failure because sometimes people just can't feel positive. Toxic positivity leads to perception that emotions are divided into two groups, the negative one and the positive. Anger, frustration, fear, and feeling overwhelmed are just feelings, as is joy, happiness, and excitement. They would not be able to exist without each other, and they are essential to experiencing the full spectrum of life and growing into kind, caring, and empathetic people. In the age of social media, the trend over the past 10 years has been to portray the positive aspects of life, which makes people feel like the lives of others are better and more successful. It's the digital version of the grass being greener on the other side of the fence. However, in the last few years, I have seen that people are becoming increasingly tired of the delusion of perfection and are drawn to those who are honest and authentic, just like our dogs are. So the next time someone asks you how you are, be honest, as opposed to responding with the usual "I'm fine." And if people in your life come to you with a concern or share their life challenges, be sure that you empathize and offer support. So I wonder what you think on the topic of toxic positivity. Please send me emails, messages through peterdobias.com, which is my website. It's peterdobias.com. And also don't forget to subscribe because I provide a lot of information on how to keep your dogs healthy and how to keep yourself healthy. And I get a lot of messages and emails, people telling me how fantastic it is that they feel more empowered and that their knowledge has been used in a positive way. Just recently, we added a new team member to our team, and she read one of my articles on spinal alignment. And she basically learned how to examine the spine, how to discover what spots or areas of the spine are sore and inflamed. And she discovered one area, and her dog has been very much afraid of riding in the car for years. And she thought it was just a behavioral issue. So she took her dog to a chiropractor, the back was adjusted, and she put her back in the car. And the dog has been riding in the car and sleeping and is absolutely fine. So it's one of those unbelievable stories and connections that make me really happy and make me feel like learning together and passing on what I've learned in 30 plus years of being a veterinarian can be helpful, and it can be shared with many people around the world. So yeah, subscribe at peterdobias.com. And if you would like to share any of the podcasts or articles, blogs with your friends, I'd be very grateful as well, because together we can make a huge difference. Now I'd like to talk about inner beauty aging, and wrinkles. As years fly by, I sometimes contemplate on aging. I'm especially grateful for being free of injuries and not suffering from bad knees, hips, or shoulders, or bad back. I'm grateful for my body not giving up on me, but it's also very hard to see my age mates, my classmates, my friends of the same age actually suffering from different problems. And I don't necessarily take this for granted. I also do not think that this is all my doing. I've been just very lucky to stumble upon the right information at the right time. As I'm pondering about aging, it takes me thinking about the external changes that creep up as years pass. Most of us admire those who age naturally and gracefully, yet paradoxically, the fear of getting older has many people resorting to things like plastic surgery, Botox, fillers, and other procedures. Our society has been hyper-focused on what is visible, which has affected the choices people make, and I understand why. We all know that the images we see online or in ads are not real. Filters and the image of perfection make many people depressed. And when they see their faces and bodies and realize that they're not Instagram perfect, they get down. They feel less worthy. And even in the dog world, dog parents are hyper-focused on their pups' external looks. From my experience of working as a veterinarian, most people appear to be more upset about a minor skin eruption, rash, or missing hair than they are about serious problems such as diabetes, hypothyroidism, or organ disease. The deceptive beauty displayed in the media and magazines have made many people chase unachievable illusion of youth instead of focusing on health and wellness. I understand and I feel empathy for everyone who decides to do so because the pressure to appear youthful is immense. I confess I'm not always happy with the way I look or what I see in the mirror, but I have made a firm decision not to go for injections of botulotoxin or surgery because I believe that they create a delusion of youth and kind of a caricature of ourselves. Also, the face and the body is intertwined by a network of energy meridians and neural pathways, and any surgical intervention can negatively affect our overall health. The stories of many celebrities serve as a warning. Michael Jackson, Donatella Versace, Madonna, and others have been extremely successful in what they do, yet they're also insecure about aging just the same as the rest of us. I decided to record this podcast and also write a blog on this topic because I know very successful men, and I was at a meeting and he just launched a public company and has made a lot of money. And when I went to the meeting, I realized that he colored or dyed his gray hair dark, and it looked kind of funny because, it started to grow out a little bit and suddenly it's kind of a jolt or a shock. And I realized that even the most successful people in the world, the people who appear to be secure and safe, they're actually not. Those of us who have attended high school reunions know that time, gravity, and the circle of life cannot be denied or defeated, and we need to learn to embrace wrinkles and sagging body and aging in general. Some very inspiring people have stated publicly that they are against plastic surgery. Meryl Streep, Emma Thompson, Pink, Julia Roberts, and Halle Berry have all stood their ground and insisted on not having plastic surgery despite societal pressure for them to remain youthful. Of course, it's important to care for and protect our bodies and our dogs' bodies too. But a truly youthful appearance can only come from nourishing the body well, avoiding junk food and processed food, adding essential nutrients such as fermented vitamins, omega oils, minerals, and amino acids, and probiotics. Detox our body regularly, reduce alcohol consumption, and the use of prescription drugs whenever possible. We all know that great friends, community, and contentment in life plays a big role how we age. Now, I would like to ask you one question. Have you ever seen a smiling person, a happy person, appearing ugly or old? I haven't, because smile and happiness and joy in life is what makes us youthful and long living. We all know that true health and vitality can only be built from inside out. So let's try to accept our sagging bodies and our wrinkles and signs of aging. If you're in an elevator in front of a mirror, you go, oh my goodness, just look at yourself again, how beautiful you are and how real you are in your face. And if you're tempted to go for procedures, or if you've already done so, be kind to yourself. We all are humans and we have our challenges, but it's nice to be aware and grateful that we are healthy and well, and that we are alive, and that we are flying on this amazing spaceship called planet Earth, and it protects us and we can experience this amazing life. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to visit me on my website, you can go to peterdobias.com. Again, it's peterdobias, DOBIAS.com. And also subscribe to my newsletter, because I send a lot of information on how to keep your dog healthy and how to keep yourself healthy. And thanks for sharing any of the blogs, articles, and podcasts with your friends. Take care and give your dog a hug for me if you have one. And if you don't have one, I hope you will have one soon, because dogs are amazing and they teach us about what is important. They don't care about what we look like. They don't care about our external appearance. They don't care about our wrinkles. They love us no matter what. So let's learn from our dogs. Take care. Bye-bye.